Why are you laughing? Ooh, okay, here's a good one. Hi, I'm Derrick G, and I am in the Turntable Lab warehouse. Hopefully I can put you onto some things that I either find interesting or at least find kind of funny. I feel like this record is just like cool now, right? Ahmad, Jamal, I think people like putting this on their wall because it looks cool, makes them look cool. Does it make me look cool? Dolphin Dance by Ahmad Jamal. Anything by Ahmad Jamal is great, so like maybe that's why it's cool. I do love this record. Debut. Cool cover. I think what I find interesting about this record, especially when I learnt about it, is that she appreciates the classics and is educated on the classics, not just doing the kind of weirder stuff. My recommendation would be number 3, Venus as a Boy, is incredible and very 90s and progressive. But then track 5, you've got like Someone in Love, which I think sums up who she is and sums up why she has lasted so long. For a progressive pop artist to cover like Someone in Love on their debut record, I think that's ballsy. New Adrianne Lenker. This album's cool, so talented. 4AD, Candle Flame is the one. I think she is a true artist in our modern times. This could have come out in like 1974 and happened to come out in 2024. Ooh, okay, here's a good one. I love this album. Future. This is my favorite Future record. My Collection is my favorite song. The opening to this album, and this is like, it almost sounds like it's a Sade sample or something, and is a more emotional side to Future, especially when like DS2 is more like classic trap. This one drew me in because it's a lot more like R&B trap, and I actually think that Future is, not that Neil Young is dead, but I feel like Future is the reincarnation of Neil Young in trap form. Wow. Just saying. I do. Oh, interesting. This makes me happy to see. This is my favorite Wong Kar-wai film. Wong Kar-wai films are known for vibe, they're known for soundtrack. Making Nat King Cole sing in Spanish sound cool, because he can't even pronounce the Spanish right when he's singing it. Peak, I don't know if I'd call this conscious rap, but even the design, I used to be a graphic designer, and like everyone was trying to copy this style, which is like these light beams with like these gradients coming off it. I had the like Photoshop effect where you could like print these like stars in the background. I'm trying to remember who did the cover. Someone that went on to...
Chuck No Pattern.
Chuck No Pattern. He was like the guy. I don't know, he might still be. Should I be embarrassed that I like this record?
Oh, no.
This is like, maybe this is my generation's Greta Van Fleet. Like, it's like, I remember at the time, because I was young, I thought it was so cool, even though I didn't live through like the hair metal times. The generation above me thought it was horrible because it's kind of replica or copycat rendition of the 80s. But I thought that they're great musicians. Growing on Me, if you know that song, it is long, it is emotional, there's soaring guitar solos in it, as is the whole thing. If you like the darkness, then you know it's not that serious. Maybe this one's obvious, but Pastor T.L. Barrett and the Youth for Christ Choir sings. Side B, track 5, Nobody Knows. You feel like you're at church, which is the point, right? And I swear, when you listen to these tracks, I swear they've recorded it on like one microphone. You know, it's got like the choir at the back and the piano and the lead singer just here, and it kind of captures that vibe of like not sounding great, but also sounding amazing. This is why I didn't buy anything at Amoeba. All right, my recommendation on this one is Human Fly by Nouvelle Vague off their record Bande Apart. So they are a French bossa nova group that covered new wave songs, which sounds kitschy. Some new wave stuff really lends itself to bossa nova. It's worth the risk. If it's one of those things where you might put on at a party and people are like, that's kind of cool. But then if you put it on at like a open air market, it kind of probably sounds kind of lame. Right? Right though? Am I wrong?
You're completely right.
It's how funny how music can like change depending on where it is. One of the most important records of the last, 20 years? The quintessential grime album. This still sounds relevant now. Side A, track 3, I Love You, is like getting punched in the face with a like chainmail glove. It's just brash and ugly, but also sounds like it could come out today. Iconic record. I Love You. Young Jelinek, Loop Finding Jazz Records. There's a track called Moi, number 7. Maybe if like Ryuichi Sakamoto was like younger, he might have put out this kind of record. Quite classic, quite beautiful, quite expansive. And I do actually think this peach fuzz type color is kind of representative of the sound. This is like classic like Rolling Stone nerd, top 500 nerd. You know, if you like music, you gotta like this record. I've only liked this record once. Through one sitting. I think I was about 17 and I bought it. I listened to it a lot and I thought it was horrific. Then one day it caught me in that moment where all of the mess and shit that it is came together, and it was probably the best album I'd ever heard for 45 minutes, and I probably haven't listened to it since. J. Cole. Why are you laughing? You should just cut it there. Like, this is his first record. I believe before that he had only mixtapes. What I like about this record is not necessarily the music, but the fact that he was trying to be a commercial rap artist. I've listened to interviews where he talks about this, where he was trying to live up to the expectations of Jay-Z and not express himself. And this is maybe arguably his like least loved album, because he was trying to please everyone but himself. So that's why I find this one interesting. It's more like music history, kind of like context rather than like great. But Lights Please is a very good song. And there are good songs on here, just not for what he would probably consider him. Crescent, John Coltrane Quartet, McCoy Tyner, Need I Say More, Jimmy Garrison, Elvin Jones. My favorite John Coltrane song of all time is Side 1, track 2, Wise One. Whenever I want to listen and test speakers and sound systems and feel like I'm in the room with the artist, I recommend one song, but Crescent is amazing, Wise One is amazing, Lonnie's Lament is amazing, and the drum thing, which is like exploratory drum solo, also great. You cannot go wrong. Do you have the death grips with the PP on the front?